The live is on, except on Facebook. For whatever reason, Facebook giving me an issue here. If Periscope is on, somebody ought to let me know. I think Periscope is on, so if you're checking in on Periscope, shout yourself out. If you're checking in on Instagram, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're here. We're going to see if we can get this Facebook activated. For some reason, Facebook giving me an issue here. But anyway, hope everybody's having a great start to your week, having a great Monday thus far. It is October the 19th, 2020. Listen, we only got 11 days in this month, and then 2 months after that, and then we already ended 2021. It's felt like more than 1 year, all in 1 year, 2020, right? We had COVID, and we had the civil unrest going on, and we got an election coming up in like 2 weeks, almost exactly 2 weeks. And who knows what the fallout's going to be from that. It's a lot going on out here. So today I'm going to tell you, you see what the title is, you see what the topic is, what we're going to get into. So as y'all are checking in, again, you can shout yourselves out in the comments section here. I don't know if we got any activity on Periscope. I don't know. Facebook, if you are checking in on Facebook, go ahead, shout yourselves out. Even if you watch it later, you can shout yourself out on Facebook. This video will live on there. If you're on IG, you can shout yourself out right now, and I'm going to get started. Without further ado, for those who don't know me, my name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day, former 9-year professional athlete. I'm the author of 27 books. I've done 4 TED Talks. I created this whole philosophy that is called Work on Your Game. It's all about taking the mental tools that you need to succeed in the sports world and teaching how those same mental tools can be applied in the business world and in everyday life for you to become the full version of yourself. This philosophy is for anybody out there who feels like you either need more game, you need to get more recognition for your game, or you just need to get better at showing off your game. If you fit any one of those 3 categories, you are in the right place at the right time. The topic here today is developing the courage to act when the time is right. When I was in college, one of my years playing college ball, the coach gave us all this little pamphlet at the beginning of the season, which had like just some overall rules of how the coach ran his program and how you need to be on time for practice and stuff like that. Random stuff. I don't remember what else was in the pamphlet. Might have had some plays diagrammed and all that. But one of the things it said at the beginning, he had like these like motivational philosophical quotes at the beginning of the pamphlet. And one of the things it said on there, this is the only thing I remember from the whole pamphlet. It said, you don't need permission to do what's right. You just need courage to do what's right. And that's the only thing I remember that coach saying, at least in that pamphlet right there. Sometimes in life, and that goes hand in hand with the topic here today, because sometimes in life, life will present you an opportunity, but you can't take advantage of that opportunity because you get caught flat-footed. And those of you who don't play sports, being flat-footed is not a position that you want to be in, unless maybe if you're playing golf, I guess it's okay to be flat-footed. But in a sport like basketball, where you need to move quick and react, and you might go left, you might go right, backwards, forward, you might jump, you might need to run, you might need to do some type of movement, somebody might bump into you. You always want to be in a position ready to move, on your toes, ready to go. Not on your heels, letting life attack you or the opponent attack you, but on your toes so that you're in a position, an athletic position, ready to go, ready to move, ready to take advantage, ready to pounce on any opportunity that comes to you. So today, to make sure that you head off any possibility of ever again in the future missing out on an opportunity just because you were not prepared to take advantage of it, I'm going to go over why that happens to some people and ensure that you never again fall victim to coming up short or just not taking advantage of an opportunity that is being presented to you right now. Point number 1, make plans and have a strategy. These are good things. For those of you who are not big on making plans or strategizing, you like to just figure out what you want and then just start doing stuff without really planning out how you're going to do it, stop doing that. Make a plan. Even if you only spend a little bit of time planning. I heard someone say, I don't remember who they credited this quote to. They said, plans are worthless, but planning is, what's the word? Priceless. So it doesn't mean anything to make plans most of the time because the plan itself is usually not going to be exactly what happens. Life is usually alters the lab test. Whatever you plan for it to happen, usually life is going to throw you a curve. It's going to be completely different than whatever you expected to occur. Whatever strategy you put together at the beginning before you have started to take action is probably not going to happen the way that you thought it would once you actually get into action. But the thing is, the actual act of sitting down and making a plan and strategizing your work is infinitely more valuable than just going into it, with your eyes closed, just thinking that you'll figure it out somewhere along the way. Because most of the time, you're not going to figure it out along the way. So take the time to plan, and then you can plan again, then you can strategize again, then you can figure it out, then you can make your adjustments. So do make plans, however, still remain flexible. So even though you have a plan in place, stay flexible enough so that when something comes up that is outside of your plans, or it doesn't go hand in hand with exactly what you strategize, you can still take advantage of it and say, all right, this is not part of my plan, but this is such a great opportunity right here. This is the opportunity for us to kind of fast forward the goal that we're trying to get to. We're going to take advantage of this opportunity, even though it breaks the plan that we already had in place. Now, there's some discipline that's involved in that, and you got to know when is it a good time to jump at an opportunity just because it's there, and when is it a time that maybe you should pass up on an opportunity. That comes with activity knowledge. That comes with experience, and that usually comes from making mistakes. But have a plan. This is the point. Have a plan, but always be able to remain flexible and move within that plan or outside of the plan if you had to, because real life always alters the lab test, which means whatever you expected to happen is not going to happen that way anyway. And not happening the way you planned could mean, on one hand, it can mean things going terribly wrong from how you expected. It could also mean you get an opportunity that's completely outside of what you expected, but it's better than what you wanted. And you got to be able to recognize that and not be so tethered to your plan that you're not willing to move, that you're not willing to say, you know what, let me do something different here because the opportunity is right here in front of me. So when your plans are too rigid and life doesn't go along with your plan, how willing are you to adapt? How quickly do you adapt when you realize that your plans and your strategies are not exactly how things are working out? Or are you a type of person who's so rigid and so stuck to your way of doing things that even when life is giving you obvious signs that your way is not going to work, you keep trying to force your way as the way that things are going to work out? And then you just end up falling on your face because you try to force a plan onto the world that the world was not ready to accept. And just in case you didn't know, you can't force something on the world that the world doesn't want. The world doesn't want you to enforce a plan. That plan ain't going to work. Okay, I don't care how smart you are, how strong-willed you are, how much of a, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You're a beast, you're a lion, whatever you want to call yourself. The world will deny you if the world is not ready for the plans you're trying to force upon it. So notice sometimes when life is giving you clear signs, this way is not working, but this way will work. You got to be able to change directions and take advantage of that way that is being presented to you. So your chance may come. It might take twice as long as you thought it would, but your chance might also come in half as much time as you thought it would. If you're planning for 6 months, it might take you a year to get there. If you're planning for 6 months, it might take you 3 months. 3 months in, you might get the opportunity to fast forward your whole thing. Are you paying attention? Are you flexible? Are you on your toes? Are you mentally flexible enough and on point enough to notice that opportunity and actually take advantage of it? Your chance may come sooner than you thought, okay? Remember that your end goal is the main thing that matters. In life, it doesn't matter that you follow every single step in order to get to your outcome. In life, what matters, the only thing that's going to get tallied up in the end, is what did you actually achieve? What happened between the starting point and the end point? Most of those details, nobody remembers. You won't remember most of them, and nobody will care. 100 years from now, nobody's going to care what happened in the details in between. All people are going to care about is just looking at your overall, your tally. What did you achieve? What did you accomplish? And if you got a chance to get to that accomplishment now, take advantage of it right now. Point number 2. The topic is how to take advantage of opportunity when it presents itself. How to act when the timing is right. Point number 2. Most of the time, ladies and gentlemen, opportunity happens before you are ready for it. Shall I repeat? Most opportunities, the ones that you're actually looking for, present themselves to you before you are ready to take advantage of them. That's why they are opportunities. Because if it was just everything in life working out exactly as you wanted it, exactly when you were ready, exactly when you planned for it, well, you probably died before you got to all the opportunities you wanted in life. Because most of the time, we are not ready for something that can help us move forward, because if we were, then we would already be forward. All right, the thing that's going to help us move forward, it interrupts us in our steady pace, and it says, all right, you're going to have to go a little bit 10 times faster to get 10 times further right now, even though you're not ready for it. Are you going to take advantage of it, or are you not? You look back at your own life. There may be some opportunities that you have missed. Maybe you know about them. Maybe you don't even know about some opportunities that you missed, because there was a chance for you to jump 10 levels above where you were, 10 levels forward from where you were at that moment. But if you weren't ready, and or you saw it, but you just didn't do anything about it. You weren't ready and you didn't notice it. That could be one. Or you noticed it, but you didn't take advantage of it because maybe you were afraid. Maybe you thought you weren't quite ready yet. Maybe you thought, I'm going to fail if I try it right now. Maybe you thought, well, let me do this, and this first before I take advantage of that. Sometimes in life, ladies and gentlemen, you have to abandon your plans and you got to jump on it. You got to get on the fast track. Sometimes you got to get off where I'm from in Philadelphia, we had the subway trains. They don't have subways here in Miami because if you go underground, you're going to be in the water. But in Philly, they had the subways, and they had the local train, and they had the express train. And sometimes in life, you got to get off the local train, and you got to get on the express train. The express train is going a little bit faster, it's going to get a little bit further, and it's going to get you to the destination a lot sooner than the local train will go. But some people are afraid to jump on the express train because your whole plan, your whole strategy was to ride on the local train. But understand that there are times in life when you need to get on the express train and you just got to pick up your pace and get to where you're getting to now instead of getting to where you're getting to later. All right. Opportunity does not work on your schedule. I talked about that in this book here, Work on Your Game. Opportunity does not care about your plans, doesn't care that you got a 5-year plan to reach this goal. Opportunity might knock on your door and say, listen, here's a chance to reach this goal in 1 year. You ready or are you not? And if you don't take advantage of that opportunity when it's knocking for that 1 year goal, in 5 years it won't be there. It's gone. Opportunity says, look, I know you planned for 5 years, but listen, I don't give a damn about your plans. You can do this in 1 year, but you got to jump on it now. And if you don't jump on it now, you can't ever jump on it later. It's now or never. That's how opportunity acts. All right? Opportunity is like a diva, is a person who is just so used to everyone bending to its will that's what it expects, and that's usually what it gets. Meaning when opportunity presents itself to you, either you take advantage or you can forget it forever. You're going to have to find yourself a different goal, a different outcome that you want to get to is now or never. Everybody understand what I'm saying here? If you're waiting and to be completely ready for an opportunity before you take advantage of it, you will probably never take advantage. The opportunity will take advantage of you. Point number 3. Topic here today is how to be ready to move when opportunity presents itself, how to act when the timing is right. Given the title of this live, you might be asking, well, Dre, all right, I understand what you're saying. So can you tell me, how will I know when the timing is right? How do I know when the timing is right for me to do something, for me to make a move, for me to take a certain action in my life? How do I know? What's the litmus test for figuring it out? All right, here's the answer to the question. You should write this down. You don't know. That's the answer. You will not know when the timing is right, when the timing is perfect. All right? Life does not send you it's not going to write you a letter or send you a text or an email or give you a courtesy call to let you know, hey, the timing is right now. You're going to get an opportunity presented to yourself in like 45 minutes. Just be ready to do something about it. That's not the way life works, ladies and gentlemen. In life, the opportunity is going to present itself when it presents itself. It shows up when it shows up. And either you're ready for it, you notice it, you take advantage, or you're not ready, you don't notice, and you don't take advantage. But the opportunity doesn't disappear. All that happens is somebody else takes advantage of it. What should have been yours becomes theirs. Just because you were either not ready, not on point, not focused, or for whatever reason, you scared yourself out of taking advantage of that opportunity when it presented itself because you thought you had time to wait until later. You do not have time, people. Anyone who thinks that you have time to get around to what you want to get around to in life, you do not have time. All right? Nobody here knows how much time you have left on this planet, how much time you have left to do what you want to do, how much time you have left to get to whatever goals you got. You need to act with a sense of urgency on a daily basis about who you want to be, what you want to do, and what you wish to achieve in life, because it could be over that fast any given moment. I think everybody, if you really think about it, we all understand this on a logical level, but most of the time we don't think about it, and we sleepwalk through our days as if we got forever to get to our opportunities. You do not. Opportunity will show itself, and either you take it or somebody else takes it. That's the way it works in life. All right? And in some ways, this can be a finite game. And this is what makes life interesting. All right? This is not something that should make you anxious or apprehensive about life or scared or sad about life. This should make you excited about life. That the opportunity can show up any given moment. You just got to be on point and ready and focused and available to take advantage of that opportunity when it presents itself. It might not take you 10 years. It might take 10 weeks. It might take 10 months. It might happen tomorrow, but you got to be on point every day for when it does happen, you could do something about it. A lot of people miss opportunity not because they passed on it, but because they didn't even see it in the first place. You had to decide that the opportunity is right and go for it. Another thing that coach, that basketball coach that I mentioned at the beginning of this live, he had framed up on his wall in his office. He said, if you don't take your chances, someone else will. And this is the way opportunity works. You can swap out chances for opportunity. You do not take advantages of opportunity when they present themselves, somebody else will take that opportunity. The opportunities do not disappear. They just transfer from one person to another, just like energy. It's neither created nor destroyed. It's just transferred from one heavenly body to another. If you don't take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you right now, don't worry. Don't feel bad about missing out on that opportunity because somebody else got it. All right. They are just as happy as you are sad. Okay. So every time you miss an opportunity, there's somebody else who is happy that you missed it because they wouldn't have got the chance to get it if it hadn't been for you passing up on your chance to do what you needed to do. All that being said, I'm going to tell you how you can get this book right here in front of me for free. I'm going to recap my points. And if anybody got a question, you can post it right now in the comment section. I'll address it. This book right here is called The Mirror of Motivation. This is the first of my 27 books that you should read. So if you're looking for something to start with me, if you like what you just heard over the last 15 minutes, you should start with this book right here. This is the Self-Guide to Self-Discipline. I made the book free, physical copy. All you have to do is cover a small shipping charge and you can get this book shipped to you worldwide by just going to the title of the book without the word the. mirrorofmotivation.com. You go to mirrorofmotivation.com, cover a small shipping charge. We will ship this book to you worldwide, anywhere that you live. Now, let me tell you why you want this book. Vanessa says she just got hers, so perfect. Did you start reading it yet, Vanessa? So this book right here, the reason why you want this book is because everybody who's listening to me, you have goals. You wouldn't be listening to this live. You didn't have something you want to achieve in life. And you probably understand that you can't get something for nothing. You got to do some work to achieve a goal. Everybody, most reasonable people understand that, okay? The challenge is many people, once they set their goals and they know they have to work to get to them, that's what they do. They just start working, right? This is a guy right now you listen to. I got a hat on that says work on your game. So most people just start working. Let me start grinding. Let me start hustling. Let me start just putting in my effort in, put my time in every single day, team, no sleep, all of that. The challenge with that mentality is that many people never ask themselves a key critical question that you must ask yourself, which is, who do I need to be? This is the critical question. Who do I need to be? Not what do I need to do and not what do I want to have. Who do I need to be? The reason why you need to ask this question, because when you answer it, you're going to get certain answers like, how do you want other people to feel about you when you walk into a room? What kind of energy do you want the room to have when you walk in? How do you want people to talk about you when you're not there? How do you want to see yourself in life? What do you want to see when you look in the mirror every day? How do you want to feel about yourself and about your life? What kind of energy do you want to have? And we all know that energy matters, right? We know that there's a certain energy that's going through the universe. There's a wavelength that we all think on. There's an energy that we're all radiating, and that aura determines what we attract to us and who is attracted to us as well. We call this the law, some people call it the law of association. There's many different laws, the law of karma. All of these are about energy. The mirror of motivation is all about you having the frameworks to answer the question, who do I need to be? Which means once you answer that question, then you'll know exactly what you need to do in order to get what you want to have. Because once you get the being part right, the actions come automatically. Once you know who you are, there are certain actions that come with being a certain type of person. And there are certain results that come with certain actions. So you don't need to worry about what you need to do, because all of life, listen, how often on social media every day do you see an advertisement, a sponsored post, a boosted post, a YouTube ad, an email that you get from somebody you didn't even sign up for their email list, trying to tell you, hey, here's something I'm going to sell you that tells you what to do. Here's how you do real estate. Here's how you do selling courses. Here's how you do getting motivated. Here's how you do getting yourself inspired. Here's how you do getting verified on Facebook. Here's how you do getting 10,000 followers on Instagram. Everybody's trying to tell you how to do things. The challenge with that is, since everybody's trying to do it, you don't want to get in a competition with everybody on who could do the most or do different. What you want to get into a competition with is with yourself as to who do I need to be, because this right here is the question that most people are not asking themselves. And that's why I made this book free, so I can get into the hands of as many people as possible, including yourself. So go to mirrorofmotivation.com. The book is paid for. All you do is cover the shipping, and we will ship this to you worldwide, anywhere you live. Again, mirrorofmotivation.com. While you're here on this page, we got an option for you to get the 4-book Bulletproof Bundle. That's my book on confidence called The Super You, my mental toughness book called The Mental Handbook, and my personal initiative book called 100 Mental Game Best Practices, plus this book. That's 4 of them. It's called the Bulletproof Bundle. You can get all 4 together if you so choose. And on the next page, I'm going to make you an offer to get my 250-page hardcover magnum opus called Work on Your Game. Subtitle, using the pro athlete mindset to dominate your game in business, sports, and life. Here, I just took the whole Work on Your Game philosophy, condensed it down to the best, most essential 250 pages. This book could have been 2,000 pages. I made it 250 to make sure everybody could read it. All right, you can read this book in one sitting because it's that well written. Again, Work on Your Game book. And the book, my other book called The Mental Workbook, another one of my books called The Mental Workbook, you can also get on that page. I didn't see any questions come through, so I guess my material was just perfect here today. But I appreciate everybody who showed up, and anybody who's going to share this, you can share this. I'm going to post it on my IGTV. It'll be on my Facebook page, and it'll be on Periscope. I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. It might be a couple months before it comes out, but it will be on YouTube as well. Everybody have a great rest of your Monday. We got a new program coming out before the end of this month, and I'll be talking about that as soon as it's ready, but it ain't ready quite yet. We're working on it. Everybody working on your game. Be out here. Dre all day. Oh yeah, Vanessa, leave a review. Make a video review for that book. We'll make sure we post it.